of what I got going on here, so I wanted to show you my garden. I've been promising to do this for a little while, but I've actually figured out how to work Streamlabs on my phone so we can actually see what's going on here. As you can see, I got the Sundew garden up here, and they are starting to eat really well. These are all microherbaceous plants up here on this pedestal I made up here, so my Sundews are coming in. I got a couple here like this guy. I don't know if he's going to make it or not, but a lot of them for the most part are trying. Yeah, they've been doing well. I've been looking at just regular Sundew here, Cape Sundew. They're a pretty easy strain to make. They reproduce relatively quickly, and maybe even a little bit too quickly for some taste, of course. This is sometimes with a plant like a Cape Sundew, it's harder to keep it from replicating than it is to get it to replicate. So I actually do have some more here that I'm going to, because I had to downsize a lot this year. They were just choking each other out in the pots, so I did wind up losing a whole bunch this year, but I think they're going to turn around and come back better in this. If we come up here and have a look over here, I've got the Alicia's Sundew over here, which I do want to take some time and separate these guys out and get them all into each one of their own pots and see if they spread like they did when they were all in one pot together, just to, you know, get them spread out, get them a space to grow. I got another Cape that may or may not make it. I can't really tell on some of these guys. Some of them I had to replant, but it wasn't really successful, of course. Got one kind of dying Venus Flytrap over here. I don't know if that one's going to make it or not. We're going to try. We're going to try and keep him going, but I don't know if he's going to make it or not. I have this one here too that's trying. Yeah, after you take them out of dormancy, sometimes it is hard to decide which Venus flytraps are going to make it and which ones are not. But yep, I got some more capes up here. They're picking up some of the cottonwood seeds up off the trees that are spitting them off over there, but that's good. If you look over here, if you look deep down into this guy here, it actually looks like we've got one Venus flytrap that's getting ready to flower, which is awesome. I always love to see it. I counted earlier today, I got like 7 of them that are going to flower. I had this guy here. He's not putting off flowers yet, but he's got traps opening. This one looked like it wasn't going to make it when I left for Florida earlier, but now it looks like it's going to make it. So that'll be great. I'll be pretty excited about that. Yeah, it looks like we dart back and forth between good and poor connection over here. You come over here and look into the next pot. I've got some of the ones that came up off of the Mexican butterwort over here. Pretty pumped about those guys because they reproduce pretty readily too. I do want to try and see if they'll reproduce again like they did last year, if I can maybe get out, sell some of those. I will be selling capes this year. If anybody's interested in those, go ahead and message me over on Twitter or somewhere else, and many of my many ways for you to get a hold of me. Go ahead and message me and we'll work out some of the details for that. I'm actually making a PayPal later on today so I can do some of that and possibly get some donations running in for my channel as well. Looks like I got one Venus flytrap that's open, ready to go, and it looks like if you look down in there, he's getting ready to flower too. So yeah, they're all getting ready to flower. I got some smaller butterworts over here, even some bigger ones out there. Yeah, my butterworts did great. They didn't do so well over the winter, but yeah, pretty much as soon as I got them up and started doing the little seedling guys, it's pretty immature at this point, but we'll see if that one goes up there. That's a really mature one, and that one's flowering too. I don't know if you can see that one deep down in there. Yeah, right there, flower bud. Oh. Flower bud coming up out of the Venus flytrap. But it looks like, and I was looking at them when they got back from Florida, and a lot of them were eating really too. That guy's got the remains of lunch when they have to close the trap without having a meal in there. We got over here into the third bin. I've got some more Cape Sundew. The sun is a little bit brighter over here, so bear with me here. I can't see so well on the viewfinder. But yeah, I got some capes in here. That one is actually in a regular peat moss and not the sphagnum peat moss. By the way, I can't see the live chat right now, but I will be going back and reading it later if anybody is interested in there. That guy got a meal at 1.2 while I was gone. Oh, the moth just scared me. Sorry about that, if I bumped the camera. But I got some of them that are growing, some of them that are having a hard time. That guy's having a hard time. I might have to separate some of the roots out of that guy, because he might be splitting out of there. But it looks like, which one of these other ones over here? Yep, that one's flowering. He's getting ready to flower. So that's going to be exciting. They make... Got some more capes that have some more cottonwood seeds on them. That's fine. They can sit on there. That one is starting to come back. This Venus flytrap is, once again, is another one that I didn't know if I was going to make it or not, but it looks like he is getting ready to start spitting off new leaves. So that's another one of the, oops, down here. Yep, that is another one of the juveniles right there. So that one, if I remember correctly, is the one that came off of a flower stalk growth that just kind of spit out of nowhere. That is a baby cape right there that I don't know if he's going to make it or not. I have no idea if that one's going to make it or not. It's trying. Definitely trying. Definitely trying, but I don't know if it's going to pan out or not. And look, we've got yet another flower here. So, yeah, I'm going to have some big flowers coming up out of these guys. And they make really big, bright, full volume flowers. And I'm actually going to try and seed them this year. I tried last year, but I kept forgetting to water the seed trays. But I'm definitely going to try and seed them again this year, see if I can get some plants out of there and see if I can get some babies. Because people like Venus flytraps. And once again, once I get a bit more of a garden in there, I'm going to sell them. That is, let me see if I can get that guy here. That is another little bitty baby juvenile Venus flytrap, but I don't know if this guy, I think this guy might be toast. This one too, all the leaves were off of it, and I don't know if he's going to make it or not. That one seems to be growing a little bit better, so I might be able to rescue that one. I think this guy's done. I think he's toast. But we'll try. Maybe I'll move these guys a little bit further to the east here so they get more of the sunlight for longer, see if that helps them at all. But yeah, I think those guys might be done, which is fine. We'll take some time and move some carrots and some green onions and some season, but we'll see what these guys do, of course. 3 for 12s on most of the crops, which it's late in the season, so they're trying to move them right now. And I picked up some poblano, so I'll have to replant that guy before the end. I mean, if the weeds are growing, a jalapeno plant, which I'm kind of excited for if I can get my finger out of the shot. I got some chivegrass that I planted. I don't know if that chivegrass is going to make it or not. It looks like it's growing, but it's slow, so I don't know if it's going to be worth it to do that, but I'm going to let it keep growing just to see what it does. My beans, they're garden beans, so they don't necessarily need a trellis to grow up to, but up here, that's been, I got that off the sale over at the Home Depot too. I didn't go to the Menards because I didn't want to put the mask on. And I got some more green pepper over here. So we'll see when that pops up, what happens there. More beans, more beans, more peppers. That is an attempt at regrowing an onion base. And that is another bean pot, but I don't know why that's what I can grow for the year. And what I can eat for next year out of it. So I'll be looking forward to that as we go along. So, yeah, go ahead and send me out a message. I think I'm going to do the same thing that I did, or was planning to do last year, but never got around to, and that's going to be $5 for a Cape Sundew, shipped bare root, $7 for a Venus flytrap, also shipped bare root, and $10 for a Mexican butterwort, the succulents over there. I'm going to do it those prices there, but the butterworts are not going to be shipped bare roots, so I'll have to figure out how to ship those in their pots. Yep. I got some garlic and green onions growing up over here too, including recycling the Taco Bell cup. And if you look in here, actually, I've got the leaves of some of the Cape Sundew, because you can propagate sundew by leaf cutting. Just float some of the leaves in distilled water for a little while, and the leaves will start sprouting out sundew. So I'll have more soon. I don't know where I'm going to put them. I'll find somewhere. I always do, but yeah, this is my little rental garden, because I can't till up the land. Well, I couldn't necessarily put the carnivorous guys in the ground anyway, but for the rest of the stuff, yeah, I can't really till up the land, so I had to make do with using milk jugs as planters, but it seems to be working pretty well. Into vegetables at some point, but yeah. Again, let me know if you want to keep seeing these updates here. I'll keep doing them, because I mean, we got to take a break from politics every once in a while. But yeah, that is my little garden. and hopefully we'll see some good things out of that. Thanks again. We'll see you tonight for Ed's World, and take care.